a bit late, but still alive. Nope. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying, to be honest. Just like my title on Twitch, I don't know what is going on today. I don't really have anything witty or like crazy to say. There's a cube sale. Came out of nowhere. Nobody expected this. Okay, we got that. Let's get let's get that YouTube link. Oh, and refresh this, so can't really get the YouTube link without refreshing that. Move that over there, move that there. Go. This. So that's muted, that's good. That for some reason, hello YouTube, would you like to work? Okay, you decided you want to work. Nice, good. I like it, YouTube. It's nice when you're cooperative. Okay, am I forgetting anything? Did the message, have this set up. We have water. I'll say I have everything. Alright, well, let's log into the heroic world. AKA challenge world. I don't know why I keep calling it a heroic world. They're all heroic worlds. Oh. Wait, how many hours do I have left in this thing since it DC'd me again while I was doing it? That's the wrong thing. Where the heck are we? I am stupid. Oh, God, it keeps DCing me during this, man. It's so hard to actually get this done. Okay. Grab that. First, we do Mystic Frontier. Okay, 5 fragments. I'm not going to complain about that. I like that. An Epod scroll. Ah. Hey, you know that could be a thing. I mean, sure, why not, right? Like, I don't know what to say. Things I didn't expect to see. Do I already have, I'm pretty sure I already have Aurora's active right now, if I can press the hotkeys correctly. Yes. Hey. Let's go to Golux. Let's swap to Boss Drop, because that gives a little bit more drop rate. Probably should have started on the other server, but what's done is done.
The wind whispers. A shroud and celebration.
We got a bench. We're huge. To Arcarium. Let's see, do we get a Dominator in this day and age?
Still blind to the difference between courage and care.
Where's it? Oh, I can still see the party record in here. Oh. Duo Trio Fast Run. The fact that his weapon... Okay, I see why his weapon's better. Double Prime... Oh, it's got Int. Never mind, I thought it was Double Prime with 10%. He has a Plasma Heart. Okay. Looking for a Duo Trio. Soloed it. Probably in a situation like me where it's like, yeah, I don't want to keep soloing. Okay.
Scatter!
Oh yeah, don't have lightning on.
Dance!
Turn on the lightning! We have many mobs to kill today, because we are going to be grinding on this character to finish off the 50k today. Hello, Rune of Blessing. We're going to get our dailies done before we pop that, since we're going to be grinding today on this character. May as well save that one for when we need it. Or do I just pop it? I might just pop it once I get to the 500 map.
Splinter!
Ice birds. So many ice-themed mobs, actually. Back to back to back. They're like, everything's gonna be ice now. But considering they don't have familiars in KMS, it makes sense that they didn't really think like that. It's only our version that, like, weird stuff like this happens, where it's like, yeah, all the mobs are the exact same type. Kind of weird. Hey, a fragment. Nice. We need to get to 60, so, you know, every little bit helps. Okay, let's get this set up so I can actually do this. Surprising thing I found out. I thought that there would be some nerfs in terms of final damage because of the patch. Because in Korea, some of the classes did get, like, nerfed but made better, right? Because it's like, okay, you lost damage on dummy, but then because of the action delay, you gain damage in realistic situations, right? And then it turns out that because of our attack speed 0, because they've been testing it in Maple Sea already, we're actually gaining damage boosts. So something like Hero that was supposed to lose 8% final damage, or not 8% final damage, but like, was it 8%? It was like a nerf of some sort, right? Instead, they're just getting buffed. And you're like, oh, okay. So, who knows what's happening? Because of attack speed 0 existing. Good old GMS specialties. Okay, autofill while you fail me when I'm trying to type something, and then it's like, yep, nope.
Splinter.
I wonder if there's any other Maplestory announcements randomly out of the blue that are just like, hello. Okay, that's that done. Maplestory. Story. Nope, cube sale is still the last thing. Alright, nothing has mystically appeared in the feed since yesterday. Cash up. I still can't believe I'm up to 10%, and like I feel like I've done nothing on this character. Here goes to show we're not in the hard levels compared to the 290 to 295 grind, where those people go omega hard and they're like, yeah, I made a percent essentially today. And you're like, what? What? It'll get better for those people though soon.
Splinter.
Oh yeah. I don't think there's anything I need to keep this character on for with Billy on Saturday, like Sunday. Like he's gonna be. There's nothing to do that day. Come on, Lightning, you can do it. You didn't do it.
Scatter.
We had to assist it. Unfortunate.
Dance. Splinter.
Okay.
Splinter. Dance.
Got 12 more hours to go, then another 24 hours to go. I was hoping I would be done the 12 hours by now, though. Freaking DCs keep happening in this game when you AFK. Or God forbid you're doing something else in the game, just says, nah, I don't want to be open anymore because you opened this other game. Okay, that's another one done, pretty much. How many more of this do I have to do? Still 3 more after this. Oof. Does the cube cell start tonight or does it start tomorrow's reset? Because it says the 14th, and technically tonight's the 14th reset. Guess I'll find out.
Scatter.
Guess we're gonna legendary all our potentials on the Kana. That's like the big thing with this cube cell that I want to do. Because the rest of the characters, like... I feel like it's more important to get the Kana set up. Because the other ones I can just cube at any point. This is going to be the most expensive thing, is getting everything to legendary on the Kana. Unfortunately, it's going to have 2 slots that just doesn't have anything, because it doesn't have items for that slot yet.
Scatter.
Well, we might get some on this weekend. Because Billy will be back and we'll be doing stuff before that cube cell ends. There's that. Yeah, so we're gonna make use of the cube cell tonight, do the grinding we need to do on this character to get the 50k done. We'll probably want to hit up... Gonna want to hit up the mules and get those, like, a couple bills out of them each. That'll be extra funds, because I think I only have like 16 bill right now. Hello, Alan James. Welcome to the stream.
Splinter.
I'm doing well. How about you? And we're done the monster parks. Nice. Okay, let's turn in the dailies if I didn't already do that. Did that, okay. These we do later. Nothing to do there. Did we claim these? We did not. Okay. Go put those points. I bought the special maple rewards. Yeah, I bought the stuff. Okay. What is this cancerous claim text? What is this? Okay. Get that. Symbol selector, spirit dependent, symbol selector. We're gonna put this on the cadena actually. Oh, I can still buy node stones. Okay. Nice. But I bought out the node stones. What do I want to buy in here? I guess I'm just gonna buy some keyboard warrior damage skins. Damage skins, we already have it saved. Okay, nice. Close this. Save that. Did I max out my traits on this character? Max. We have not maxed out the buff duration, so I guess we will claim the daily gift and do empathy. Wait, is empathy? Yeah, empathy. Okay, empathy, boom. How much did that give? Not enough. Not even close to enough, holy moly. Trade boost potions, I need more of you stat. Oh, it's rare to see nothing. Nothing needed. Okay, I'm gonna be right back real quick. I gotta go to the bathroom, so BRB. Then we will get started on the dailies on this server and finish that up. I'm not supposed to use the stream starting screen for going BRB. That's the wrong hotkey. Alright, I'm back. Oops. What do we get from the Mystic Frontiers on Kronos? I mean, there's some rebirth flames. God, the single blue bag, you know, one bad win. Okay, not much, to be honest, not much. Storage room. Don't need the rowers on you. I don't know why I'm putting those away. Want to do the flame. Yeah, that's everything.
My turf.
Gotta love the Golux black screen. Always makes me think, I'm like, is my game dead? Every time. Yeah, I think it's the first time I realized that I'm feeding a bunny to my hat. That's worrisome. Well, you know. We do what we gotta do, apparently, in this game.
Still blind to the difference between courage and aren't you? Face me if you are.
Here goes.
Start the dailies. Do those. Right, so it's dailies. On this character, we already did this. We did that. Yep. Turned in the crystals. Right, we sold them. Yeah, I don't think I can sell any of these. So, a weekly crystal. That's a different thing. Let's go slap some mobs then. Hey, how many of these procs am I missing to get to 900 now? We should be very close on this, aren't we? Not duos. 846. So we're not finishing it today, but we are finishing it tomorrow, most likely. We're gonna get 30 on the run today from doing its 50k mobs, and then however much that's gonna end up being from the dailies of these characters. I wonder what I'm gonna get, if I'm gonna get any good cubes on my Kana. At least all the gear I'm cubing is like gonna be its gear for the foreseeable future. So, if we get some good potentials, it's on there for a while. that. We check this. Whoops. I guess I can check the Neo Reddit. I want to see if anything has been updated or changed in that game. It keeps getting updates, and I don't really pay attention to what it's getting. We're almost done here? Nope. Cadena is not like the Ren, with its not paying attention farming. It's not so great. It's pretty rough. Would not recommend. Okay, next map. You know those bots that break and just start jumping in the corner? I wonder what they do when when they start following the maps. Are you serious? I just tried to up jump again there and just insta got teleported. Like, come please, game. Please, mercy. I want to check something here. Let's see. If we go character switch, ponytail, ponytail, ponytail. I seem to have a thing for ponytails. Gotcha, ponytail. Did I give AB the white ponytail then? I have to check the cosmetics today, also. Probably do that after we're done farming. Crazy how with no summons, you literally cannot full clear this map as a Cadena, and then as soon as you add in a couple summons, it's just like, easy clearing. Summons are good for you, okay? Don't be a Billy. They are useful and you should use them. So in this case, not like Billy doesn't use them, he just doesn't like Soul Janus because he prefers active farming. Otherwise he falls asleep farming, which, you know, I can see why that would happen. Farming's not exactly the most interactive of things at times. Okay, we are done that. We did the Mystic Frontier. I don't think there's anything else to really do on this character yet. We're good to swap. Two, this, that, this, boom. And then we press E. I pressed T right there. That would have been... I don't even know what T... What does T do on my... Hello, Starry. How you doing?
You lost on
What
the
is
first
T on
turn.
this character? Oh, it's that thing. Yep, there's a cube sale coming up tonight. I think. When is the start date? It says the 14th, right? So theoretically that should be tonight's reset, because Maplestory, you know. Yeah, let's see. It starts on March 14th, 1 a.m. UTC -7. So I'm gonna go on a limb and say that starts at reset, but I might be wrong, because I don't actually know UTC conversion.
Still blind to the difference between courage and carelessness, aren't you?
UTC time to EST. Okay, it is not at reset time then. It says 9 a.m. So EST. Okay, so it's -4 hours, so that would be 5 a.m. Yeah, okay, so it's not tonight. It has its own time instead of being at reset time for some reason. So tomorrow's when I'll be able to buy cubes. Gotcha. Why they use different times for the cube sale and why they use different times for the random Black Friday sales and all that stuff, I'll never really understand that. It makes no sense to me, but doesn't really matter too much. What do we get? A pitched whisper and a trade boost potion.
What's next?
Ah. We need that for insight. Okay. And we grab that, and we use this. Do we use the pity on this? Yeah, we've used the pity on this to get itself an ET, right? Yeah, it was this ET that we got. And that gave us 5 piece. Nice, okay. Where's my lightning procs game? There we go. It took forever. How much mesos do you have saved up for the cube sale, Starry? Feels like everybody's going to be pretty low on mesos right now, unless you're already saving for the cube sale and you didn't really care about the Shining Star Force. 2.9 bill. Okay. Hopefully you can make some gains with that. Hello, Lucas. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, like I said, Billy's not going to be back till... Not going to be ready till Saturday, pretty much. So I don't know if we want to move the adversary time or keep the adversary time at the same. And then just do the Kalos the next day with Billy. Or if we just move everything to Saturday and do everything at the same time. I'm down either way. Tell you today or tomorrow? Okay. I'll be on either way at the time that we usually do it at, so... Should be fine, but... Legion progress, 5.7k even. Nice. Getting up there. Little gains every day.
Storm's coming.
Need to figure it out a time. We have normal calling also tomorrow, probably. Okay, yeah. And based on how the last normal calling went, either way, if we need to move it to Saturday and just put everything with the day when Billy's back, that should be fine. Or Sunday, I should say, not Saturday. Hopefully your guys' normal calling goes a little bit better than it did last week. Because you guys were in there for a while. If we make one more character, level up 27 times, and bring my challenger character as it is, I'll be 6K. Nice. Rather run with like 3 times with Joel. And we discovered that she can't even 5%. That fucking sucks. All that work just to be like, yeah, I still can't 5%, guys. Rough. And then we wiped with randoms. Oof. Why couldn't she 5%? What character was she on? Is she like missing sacred levels? Like, what was her big like damage gatekeep? Hello, Sawi. It's going pretty well. I'm not really prepped for the surprise cube sale, but we're here. We exist. We're gonna do what we gotta do. I forgot to do Western Outskirts. I saw that you haven't been grinding, Sawi. Guess some real life stuff came up that, or you kind of burnt out after the whole grind session you were doing on your journey to 295. Because you did go from amazing events to holy shit, we have nothing. Okay, let's go. Let's go on the little maple ranks here. Oh, is that a bar I see? Oh shit. That's our bar. 313, my man is back to grinding. Well, 6.8 trillion compared to what you were previously doing. Not the peak of your leveling, but much higher than the previous days. Hopefully everything's going well for you. Well, I assume things are back to normal for you, since you're back to grinding, Sai. Or at least being able to play the game at least a bit. If you and me ran VHL, I probably wouldn't even put a dent in her. I believe you can get better at VHL Starry. She's not impossible. Of all the bosses in this game that are like, if you can do Will, you can do VHL. I'll put it that way. Right? Like, of all of the bosses that you do for Liberation, I think if you can get through Will, you can get through any of them. Because mechanically, I find that one has the most going on. VHL has strings, but like, once you understand the strings and you don't panic with the strings, she's not that bad. But it's just gonna take practice and not like just learning the boss, which is Maplestory in a nutshell. What's the best thing you can do in this game to get better at a boss? Literally just run it and practice it. There's no better way. Haven't unlocked Lucid's Genesis quest? Yeah, but you should still practice Vihila, because you could try, well, I'd say try soloing her before you get to the Genesis quest to just get some extra traces on your way there.
Let's get wild. Wanna see something cool?
Okay, am I already at 500 mobs and I've been at 500 for a while? Yes. The answer to that is yes. Alright, let's make sure we don't have anything on the ground like a fragment like that was right there. And off we go. I'll need a volunteer to make sure I do Vihila correctly. Not really much to show you on Vihila, to be honest, Starry. Do you have healing familiars, Starry? That's the one thing that you're going to want to get that you need to prep before you get into Vihila. Is just having some healing familiars. So, like... Do I have 3 sets on this game? No, I only have the 2. Yeah, so my Kinesis has a 15% and a 12%. But even if you just have a bunch of blue 7%, like, that's still more than enough to heal you. As long as you don't face tank absolutely every single pattern in the world. Okay, so that is that done. Is it the character that was leveling up today? No, tomorrow levels up one of his symbols. Yeah, we have all of this. Okay. Okay, boss drop. Well, for the AB, it doesn't matter if it's boss drop or normal, because there's no difference.
This one's for the fans. Hope from me to you.
Bop. Nothing. Feels bad, man. Actually, I did get a superior on the Kinesis, but again, don't really need those superiors anymore on the Kinesis. To be honest, I'm only doing this for SOS transfer purposes for most of my characters nowadays, which is...
Still
I don't know.
blind to
It's
the
just kind of like,
difference
I do
between
Golux in my brain, but I think I could stop doing Golux on a lot of my characters, and it would be, like, perfectly fine to do that. Okay, activate the dailies. Let's go do those real quick. Oh, an Extreme Saren. Party trying to form. That's kind of crazy to me. Don't see that too often.
With endless power.
500 for 40.
Feel it in your heart.
Some Eternals here, 22, 21, 21. I see.
Feel it in your heart.
We have way too many mob kills on this map right now. But it doesn't matter, extra procs is extra procs, and I will not complain about them. Because these are always useful right now, because I need to get to 900. I've got added. Okay, is that your only healing familiar you have, Starry? Because that's a really good one, don't get me wrong. That is a really good one, because that's literally... That's as much as 3 blue 7% would be. Which is kind of crazy. Or it's 1% better than that even, actually.
Feel it in your heart.
But I would make a preset in your familiars. That just has like 3 healing familiars. So even if you have no other healing familiars, I'd open up some blue ones to find some just healing familiars blue level. And I'd make a third preset. Only 5% for those nearby. Yeah, I try to open up some blue familiar cards and just see if you could get some 7%. And then you make a third preset that you use just for Vihila for your with triple healing familiars. Because on Vihila, the scariest thing is just taking damage and not being able to heal back. Because you don't heal naturally in Vihila. You heal through getting the 3 strings and then clearing at the altar, and then you can heal with potions for a bit. But healing familiars bypass that restriction and just heal you while you have that debuff on you even. So it makes it a lot easier. Then after that, you don't really have to worry about taking damage from skills as much. You can still die if you get hit by enough stuff, but it makes it a lot more forgiving. And then you just focus on not getting hit by strings when you don't want to get hit by strings, and like taking the strings when you need to clear.
Feel it in your heart.
I can give you a little like quick tutorial on Vihila in a second here when I... Once I finish these dailies, I'll go into Vihila just to show it off real quick. I want to actually kill it. I'll just go into practice mode. And it's mostly just going to be showing you the string stuff, because the rest of the mechanics are pretty simple. I mean, even with the 5%, if you just equip those in the other 2 slots when you do Vihila, or like I said, make a third preset that just has your 3 healing familiars. That should be enough healing. Because I do it on the AB and it's pretty smooth with just 22%. Yes, these 300 mobs done. Let's get the... Come on, give me that other card.
Feel it in your heart. With endless power.
I don't know how much burst this AB does solo. Because I want to get it down to 75%. So I can show you the other mechanic that she does that you need to know. Because there's like 3 things you need to know. Purple Scythe, Green Scythe, and understanding the string mechanic. No, the red attack is not insta-kill, Starry. The red attack actually does technically no damage if you do it correctly. The red attack actually doesn't do damage to you. You're actually invulnerable during that attack. But it can still kill you. I'll show off what I mean by that once we get in there. Because we are we done the 500? Did we kill the 500? No, we're missing one more reset of mobs here. So once I kill these, we should be at 500. Then I can go into Vihila and show off what I'm talking about. Alright. To town I go. Let me swap to my boss damage here. And let's go to Varishila. And we're going to go into the practice mode here. Okay, so, practice mode. Hard. Activate. But I've never done practice mode on this character. Okay, well, let me just activate all the stuff here. Sparkling red. Alright. So. We're in Varishila. I'm not going to fight the boss right now. I'm just going to show stuff and talk about it. So at the top here, you can see these hearts, or these skulls, right? See how they're green. The skulls will stay green as long as you don't get hit by these strings. So you see how these hands come down and there's little green wires that appear. Those are what we call strings. Every time you get hit by a string, it turns one of your hearts red. If you also notice in the background, there's candles. I need to summon my familiars because I am actually just dying. Like you see, I don't heal without my familiars. Now that I popped out my familiars, this HP bar is going to go up. Okay, let's just invul. Yeah, see how it's going up now? We heal a bit. Anyways, when you get hit by a string, these candles light up. Once you have all the candles lit up, which I need strings to respawn here. Okay, we got a string. Now there's 2 candles in the background lit up. You can also determine with these hearts. This number of candle changes based on how many people are in the fight with you. But now that I have 3, you see this altar spawned? If you press your interact button and hit the altar, notice how I got rid of the skulls. You get a damage buff, you get the ability to heal while that aura is on you, and you clear the red skulls. So now I'm back to 3, the altar spawns, I click on it. We clear the skulls. We have 30 seconds until the full map attack happens. So I'm going to show that off. I'm actually going to also show this off. Yeah, I guess I'll show it off like this. So you see I have a red skull and 4 green skulls right now. I'm going to keep it so I have my 1 red skull. And we're going to get a little full map attack to go off in 6 seconds, right? So warning. Don't get hit by anything here. Notice how I lost a life. If you have red skulls when she does the full map attack, you lose that skull. You lost the life. The thing is about losing lives, though, is that you do get a less, like, you need less candles to be lit up to be able to clear. So Billy likes to go down to 4 like this, so he only needs to pick up 2 strings to be able to actually do the boss fight instead of having to get 3. I prefer just having all my lives the whole time. I'm going to try and push her down to 70% here. Got 2 skulls. I'm going to clear. Back to having all my lives, not worried about dying out. Trying to get her down to 70% here so I can just show off the other mechanics that you need to know that are major pretty much. Okay, I need to teleport here. Yeah, when the altar appears, you don't necessarily need to clear instantly when it appears. You can hold on to like doing it, but that'll just come with experience of being like, okay, I don't need to clear my strings right now type of thing. For you, if it appears, probably best that you just go insta spacebar it. Alright. Let me get another string here so I can clear, because I have 30 seconds left. Okay, dodge that, do this.
Gather into one. Escalate now. So cute. Twinkly.
Alright, she should be pushed into range, I think.
It's time to shine. My heart goes out. Your superstar is here.
I'm gonna just do this real quick to make sure she's pushed into the range I need her pushed.
With love. We can do it together.
Yeah, she started doing the spins now. Okay. Alright, once my effects are done here and we stop seeing a light show on my screen, she, at 75%, gets new attacks. So the first thing that gets upgraded is her little spin will now spawn skulls. So right now she's summoning stuff, we can't see it. The blue thing never changes, that's always around. So this, she'll spin and then spawn skulls. Oh, this is the purple scythe. So when she does purple scythe, you want to get behind her. Yep, second stringed. Alright, give me a second string and we'll just clear this. Alright, we're back to 0 strings. Yeah, so purple only happens at 75% HP. And there's another attack that she can do, which is green scythe. Green scythe, right here. So instead of being behind her, you stand in front for green scythe. Do not stand directly on top of her. You want to stand in front of her and behind her depending on the color. So purple is behind, green is in front. Right now she's being annoying because she doesn't want to keep doing it. Come on, boss, you can do it. That is not purple, that's blue. And blue is not what we're looking for right now. Blue is not what we're looking for, boss. Green sight, you stand in front. If you have to get a string, like unless that string is going to kill you, it is better to get a string than to get hit by the purple and blue. Or, not purple and blue, but purple and green. And green, you just stand in front.
Excuse me.
I mean, Vihila is not that confusing. It's pretty simple. Strings give you red skulls. Red skulls fill up the candles in the back. Once the candles are filled, you spawn an altar. Clear at the altar. You get a damage buff. You can heal with potions for a bit. And you're safe from the full map attack. When you see a green and purple scythe attack, yeah, green is front, purple is behind. There's another thing that gets added at 35% to Vihela. I think it's 35%. It might be lower than that. It might be higher. I'm not exactly sure on the percent because it really doesn't matter. But she spawns Damien and Lotus. And honestly, they just die. You just kill the boss and they will die by just like you doing damage to the boss. So like, don't really worry about those two. They don't do anything too major. Yeah, honestly, those two guys you don't need to worry about too much. If you're just damaging the boss, they just kind of die because they're pretty squishy. But yeah, the only other thing I can really show you is if you fill up your skulls with red skulls. So I'm at 2 right now. Let's get up to 3. And you get to 4, boom, you instantly die. If you fill up your skulls with red skulls, you instantly die. Best time to Origin? Whenever it's up, pretty much. Like, at the start of the fight, usually what we do is, like, you set up your buffs and debuffs, whatever you have to do as your little like, Origin stuff. And then do your burst as normal and just Origin. There's not really a time that you need to save Origins for. It's just kind of a damage per minute boss. You're just kind of like damaging versus the clock. And as long as you can kill it before the clock runs out, there's no like special phase like, oh, you should save Origin for this or anything like that. Vihela just comes down to experience and practice. The more you practice Vihela and the more comfortable you get with it, the easier it becomes. And there's not really much else you can say about it. Oh, a 24-hour mission. Okay, okay. We got a purple pouch. Nothing. Blue pouch. Nothing. Alright, purple pouch it is. Oh, a 38 for your first thing is very high. Alright, we give up. I give up. You weren't meant to be. We just Gamba. I don't know, at this point, like, this is, like, super cooked. We lost the one purple pouch that we've seen, and we haven't seen another one since, so, like... We got nothing. Like, we literally didn't even, like, okay. Alright, well, that was a terrible legendary mission. Wasn't a single orange, single legendary. And there was nothing. Well, whatever. It happens. Oh, my house stuff is done too? Okay, we'll get to that after. Oh, this is the wrong stuff. We want boss drop. Oops. In we go. And now we triple ascent this guy. At least we have a bit of drop rate on this character now, so we realistically could get some superiors, you know? It's a lot more likely to get superiors when you have drop rate versus no drop rate. Ideally, we get an earring at some point here. We are still very far off from having the full set, though, so it's not like there's really a rush. But the faster I get those two items, the happier I am, because then you don't need to worry about them anymore.
Still blind.
I have the Genesis mission for this guy. I may as well do that. Yeah, I may as well do it and just get it out of the way, honestly.
Still blind to the difference
Oh, Arcarium.
I suppose.
召喚鬼みんな私をって固まって
Oh, I don't have my thing. Well, whatever. Arcarium dead. Genesis mission completed on him.
オルチは危険な存在ですが戦力として頼りにはなりますもう私には及びませんが
I'm gonna leave that map and go to this map so I can just clear the mobs.
少しばかり力不足だったようです
Only here for the 100 mobs, so panel switching is a lot more annoying than just going to the other map over and killing these. Because that's the only map that I know of that's not instanced. I'm sure there's other maps that aren't instanced in GMS, but I don't know them. Da, 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 da. Gonna hold off on leveling up any symbols here. No reason to spend the mesos on that when we're gonna go and tried 88% but got binded too many times. Yeah, like I said, it's gonna come down to just practicing it and getting better at it so that you don't get strings when you don't want to get strings as much as possible, and when you do get the strings that you don't just panic and die out. Because as long as you don't lose any lives, you have one extra like string that you can get before you die out. Because it takes 3 to clear, and you have 5 lives. So you have that 4th string that you can play with where it's like, alright, as long as I don't get that 4th string, I'm still safe. But once you're at 4 strings and you need to clear, that's when things can get rough. Because the boss could stun you. The boss could just straight up kill you. You could get pushed into a string. Like, there's a lot of stuff at 4 strings where when you only need the 1 to die out, that can go wrong. Yeah, usually a lot of people want to prep strings before the full map attack so that you can clear before it. That is one thing I didn't say that I should have probably mentioned. Usually people prep their strings before the full map attack so that like 10 seconds you can go clear. Does Cadena have knockback resistance? Yes. You have knockback immunity during every single one of your combos. Except for, like, summoning your Beyblade. I want to say it's just your Beyblade that you don't have immunity. Push immunity. While doing Bat, you're immune. While doing Brick, you're immune. While doing Dagger, you're immune. When you do Scimitar, you're also immune. Oh, I think... shit, what is the name? The one that we used to, like, teleport around. I can't remember the name of that spell right now. There's 2 spells that you don't have knockback immunity, I believe. But the rest of them you do. For all your major attacks, anyways. Technically, when you put down the cannon, you don't have knockback immunity. Which, like... Sure. Hey, did we get anything? Actually, this could only be node stones here, so. You got the link skill from Lynn, so you need to choose one for the chopping block. Let's see, what are you using currently as your link skills? So you have Elementalism, you have Empirical Knowledge, those are both good. Fury Unleashed, that's good. Invincible Belief's not that great, Starry. Of all the survivability ones, I think that one's pretty, like, meh. I also don't think it works at all on Vihila. Because it's healing, and I don't think it bypasses the healing thing. So Invincible Belief's not that great. Judgment's good, Lightwash is good for you. Spirit of the Freedom. Yeah, I would remove Invincible Belief and put the Link skill there. Because you already have Spirit of the Freedom, so... Though Spirit of Freedom doesn't really help on Vihila, but it's like... You don't really tend to die to damage on Vihila and Res. And then the rest of the stuff is fine. Yeah, I think Invincible Belief being removed for Link skill is better. Of all the defensive ones, that one is like one of the worst ones in my opinion. Some people like it, but I've always just preferred the other defensive Link skills, if I'm going to use one. Let's see something here. It's the event of Savage. Especially because your Invincible Belief is only level 3. I don't actually know what it does at max level. Does it just increase the healing? What the hell does Invincible Belief do at max level? Oh, it's right here. 44% of max HP, 90-second cooldown. That thing is just not... I don't know. It's a lot of healing, so it could be useful, but on V-Hilla it just doesn't actually work, I'm pretty sure, so it's not a very good one. Alright, that's that done. Let's go to here. Do 500 mobs. And then we're done dailies. Well, I say done dailies, but we're done one part of the dailies because we still have monster parks to do on this server. Because we want to get this character to 268. Do 500 completed. Let's go. Now time to do monster parks. Do I have enough mesos on this character? Yes, I do. Nice. Oh yeah, I forgot they were selling a St. Patrick's Day box. What's even in this thing? I'm in the green themed. As the forest, which is kind of like meme looking. Not really anything good in here. At least for me, anyways. Alright. We got the things we needed for Monster Park. We didn't actually go to Monster Park. Let's see. Oh yeah, shopping for home. Let's go do the home stuff real quick before I forget, and let's also do the check-in. Jenny, I have a question. Who's your best friend? 2 decorating. Alright, well, I'll take it. Every time we get a stat up, it's gonna get closer and closer to being maxed, and eventually we'll max out. Will you give me the item I want from this freaking furnishing ever? Probably not. But we'll keep trying. Exit my home. Click on this. Do monster collection exploration. Click these. And to Monster Park now. Honestly, I cannot wait till I'm done this Monster Park and get to the other one. Because the Arcus one's kind of annoying with the setup for blinking around. I prefer the Odium one, I'm not gonna lie. At least for a blink class. I think if I was flash jumping, it wouldn't matter, because, like, movement with flash jumping is a little more imprecise. You know, you can kind of just yeet yourself around and it kind of just works out. Teleporting, you know exactly where you're going to end up at. Okay, so once this character gets to Odium, do I want to keep doing... Yeah, I guess I keep doing it, because I want to get it up to 275 at least. And then after that... Well, we'll be working on Wild Hunter for that point, so it'll only be doing dailies. It's gonna be hard to level this up to 275. We need the Wild Hunter up to 260. Through Monster Parks first. Because hard grinding that Wild Hunter to 260? Yeah, no, that's not happening. Not happening. Monster Park number 2 completed. I try to solo loose it. I mean, you definitely have the power necessary to do it. Will it be a super quick run? Probably not. But can you do it? For sure. Hey, hey. Mobs, what are you doing in this corner? You're not allowed to survive there. That is a banned action. No survivors in my Monster Parks. Oh, that's everybody's Monster Parks. Alright, let's get these summons out and blink our way to victory. Oops. Went too far with one of the blinks. How the heck did my other summons despawn, but my Orochi's alive, huh? What? How? What happened, game? How does that work out? The other two summons last way longer than Orochi. How did they not spawn? Wait, was my only... It's a minute cooldown and a 2-minute cooldown. Like, you can't... It doesn't work without all of it. I don't know what happened there. That was weird. Going back to my Damien Mog. I don't know, I find it funnier when I see Makana as a Damien. There's my cursed sword here. Oh, I never equipped the... I kept the Damien shoes instead of the calling shoes the whole time, I see. Goodbye, boss. Another monster part completed. And we have one left to do today. Which is going to put us at like 60%. We're very close to being 270. Pretty much going to be perfect time for when I hit 268 that I can just use the 2 potions and level up to 270 that day. It's going to be very nice. Let me do an extra daily that day, which will be welcome to get some more symbols, because symbol grinding takes forever. And somebody needs to go maintenance that Skidoo snow machine. Because that thing sounds like it is dying right now. Holy moly. Can probably do it as a duo or a trio. What's killing you on Lucid? Is it P1 that's killing you a bunch, or P2? Because P2 kind of sucks as a Cadena, I'll be honest. We are done here. Anything else I want to do on this server before I hop back over to start the grind? I don't think so. Yeah, there's nothing else that... Oh, no. I gotta do Victorious. That's what it is. P1 the Tele. Yeah, that can be definitely very annoying. Especially as a Cadena, because you'll just get teleported into the golems and die. Do you make a lot of use of the ground chain attack? The one that spawns the spinning chain on the ground, Starry? Because that can be very good to help you clear the golems and all that. When you get teleported if you're stuck. Because you can't move. Or, well, you can't really move much because the other skills will move you into the golems. You can use that to clear them. No, not that spin. No, not that one. The other one, the command one. After this, I can show you the attack I'm talking about. It's gonna take a bit because we gotta finish this, but... Really not much to do on this, especially because we have a bunch of isolate or mages, and we're all just blinking around and murdering the entire map. Nothing really to min-max. And we're almost at the 50k. I say that and realize how long it takes to actually get to the 50k on this map. 20 points. There we go. Okay. Yeah, let me swap over to the Cadena to show you what I'm talking about. Wait, but the attack I was talking about is this one. It's from... what level do you get? Is this... Yeah. So it is from 4th job. It's called... Or, wait, no, it's not 4th job. Is it 5th job? Is it a 5th job? Let me see here. Okay, it's Chain Arts Maelstrom. It's this skill right here. From your 5th job. Is this attack right here that you put this chain down on the ground. I do it with holding down an attack. You can also set it up that you have a hotkey for it. So you like attack and then press your hotkey. I guess I could put this on 9. No, that'd be awkward. Yeah, I just use down arrow key and then attack with my attack hotkey, and I make the chain. You hear, Starry? I use that as a combo by attacking and it auto activates. Okay, well, as long as you're using the chain, like you are using Maelstrom, this is really good at clearing golems. Your other options for clearing golems is you can still use your shuriken and you can still use your bat. Those still work good on clearing golems. Daggers also works on it. Everything else is kind of risky. Because they're all going to forcefully move you, right? So ideally you just use shurikens, bats, daggers. You can also use crush. Cannon can also work pretty well, but it's kind of slow. But yeah, as long as you're using Maelstrom, Maelstrom's pretty good. And in a pinch, if you need to use it, I know you said you're saving it for bombs, but sometimes you need to use Chain Art Destruction, or Rain of Chains, to just clear out the golems if need be. But yeah. Unfortunately for you, Cadena is not having the greatest time in Lucid in P2 or P1. P1 because of all the forced movements gets you killed sometimes, and P2 because, well, Shuriken doesn't get the balance to really work on small platforms. So it kind of really hurts your damage. Okay, and we have the XP coupons we need. We have all that stuff. Our sequence is good for the buffs. Yep. We just gotta put in a wolf and a XP, save. Alright. We are ready to get started with farming.
Splinter.
Why do I feel like I'm missing something? No, I have my stuff, okay? It's just feels weird. I don't know.
Scatter. The sword sings. The heart cuts.
Alright. And we got our drop rate, and we are good to go. And now we begin the grind to get to 50,000 mobs. So that when I AFK tonight, I can try. Well, I'm not going to finish off the 12 hours because knowing this game.
Scatter.
Yeah, Cadena has a ton of those. Lucas, we probably have the most in the game. It's actually one of the problems I have with Cadena is I don't actually know I don't actually know what does knockbacks on a lot of bosses until I played other classes when I was playing my Cadena, because I was like, oh, this knocks back. I didn't know. Like the entirety of Saren, a lot of the stuff I didn't realize knocked you back when you got hit by it, because I was like, oh, I'm a Cadena, it just didn't knock me back. Yeah, if you have enough of normal resistance on V-Hella, you can actually get out of the stun and use something to not get knocked back. It's kind of crazy. That happens on my Ren right now.
Splinter.
Yeah, you can up jump and blink. There's a lot of good tools to get around, like, a lot of the mechanics on V-Hilla.
Splinter. Scatter. Scatter. The sword sings. The heart cuts.
Time to turn my brain off for an hour, or 2 hours, I should say.
Splinter.
But not too off. I gotta remember to always put back my summons.
Scatter. Splinter.
Let's see. No emails, okay.
Scatter.
Ooh. Okay, once we get 60, we can upgrade one of our
You can always
hexas on this character. Maybe one of the few last ones I end up upgrading for a bit. Well, no, because I'm going to be starting to do Nightmare Paradise. Probably what ends up happening is this character is going to be doing Nightmare Paradise, or the Cadena does Nightmare Paradise, and the other one's going to be doing... Actually, the Cadena is not going to be doing anything because it's going to be farming, so it'll be the Kinesis doing the other thing. Angler in this character will be doing Nightmare.
Dance. Scatter.
Am I missing a loot from down there? No, okay, I'm getting all the loot on this map. This map's actually so small, it's kind of crazy that it has max spawns. I guess I should have some cards after this to be able to upgrade my familiars. Actually, are they blue familiars right now, or are they purple familiars? They're blue familiars. Okay, I should try to upgrade them then. Get them up. Oh my god, I misclicked. Disaster. Okay, and then where can put all of them in? Okay, that ranked up. And that ranked up. Easy. Okay. Well, I guess I'll just fill in these familiars to get them out of there. Easy peasy. Let's see, did they get anything interesting for potentials? Nope. Did they get anything interesting for this? Nope. Same element, final multiplier 1.4x. Well, that's not very good. See you in a bit, Starry.
Scatter. Splinter.
I love how I can yap so much while doing dailies and stuff and just doing other things, but as soon as I get to grinding, my brain just turns off and I stop yapping entirely. Brain no function when grinding in this game. Hey, a warning boss.
A world died. A crimson spray.
Goodbye, warning boss. It was nice knowing you. Not really much to say when you're grinding like this. Especially because, like, this is the chillest farm I've had on any character. Even the Kinesis wasn't as chill as the run farming is. You can pretty much automate every map in the game as this class. Hell, even this map, you could just sit somewhere and just auto-attack in a corner. It would be full clearing with your summons. If you wanted to set it up like we saw with... What the hell? Why am I blanking right now? With the other setup. That Smart showed and was using himself. I didn't like that one though, because I didn't care about learning how to jump. Where you spawn it on the way down instead of the way up. I'm not good at that. I like it when I can just jump up and then it will work out. I feel like I have not made a fragment since I talked about them. We had a nice little streak, and then we have dead halted since then, and we are no closer to 50 or 60 than before.
Dance. Dance. Splinter. Splinter. Dance. Splinter. You can always run.
What the? Hello? 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 Just a bit of lag happened on the server there. How much HP does this take to summon? Wait, what? 10% of max HP. Okay, well, that explains why I was deleting my HP bar that didn't spawn that thing. I was like, is this working or not? And no, it was not working. We were lagging to shit. That was the biggest lags. Did I drop frames from that? Nope, that was just the Maplestory stuff. Oh god.
Splinter.
Oh, wait, was that a diamond chest? I think that's a diamond chest. It's a diamond chest. Okay, purple diamond chest. Alright. This character is just getting all of the XP chests.
Dance. Scatter. Dance.
Well, XP is XP, and I mean, it's gonna take forever for it to hit 286, but eventually it'll hit it, right?
Dance.
It's already been 17 minutes. Alright, we're doing better in my mind than we thought I was. I feel like my amount of mobs killed in that time is not quite right. We'll see what ends up happening. 20k, 30k more to go. I guess technically I don't need to do it all today, but I want to just bang it out today because I already started the WAP. Because we still have 12 hours because, you know, what should have been done has not been going super great, unfortunately. Due to the fact that this game loves to DC you when you're AFK in that room. Oh, I might have put that too far to the side, but whatever.
sword sings. The heart cuts.
Pretty much killing that side, and the orb doesn't really do much. It's just more of a timer in my brain that is like, alright, place that orb and then place the rest.
The sword sings. The heart cuts.
Okay, so I need to think about what I want to do after I'm done this. Because it'll be, what, 8:30? Welcome back, Starry. Waiting on dinner? Alright, alright. Okay, so it'll be like 8:30 by the time I finish. Or wait, 9:30, what am I saying? Man, my brain is really turned off right now, holy moly. We've already done 30 minutes, we're doing another 30 minutes. Yeah, it'll be like 9. Okay, so 9 is when I'll finish. And then after 9, what do I want to do? Well, I thought the cube sale would be active, but that's not activating until like way later, so it's a tomorrow angle for that, so I can't really cube tonight. I'm just gonna cube. Yeah, not really much. I guess I'll just start the AFK, because 9 o'clock will be a good time to stop the stream at. Very annoyed by how often I've DC'd while trying to do the AFK room. Oops. I want to go Hex Matrix, and I want to make Hex Boosters. Not 14. No. 4 game. 4. There's a big difference between 14 and 4. This, I'm gonna go to this one, and we replace the summons, and they full clear the map, essentially. I could just put another one here, and I would be full clearing the map. It's kind of crazy. This map is ridiculous.
can always run. Dance! Splinter.
Hey, a fragment. I see something here. It is 60, right? Yeah, it's 60.
Dance!
I was really hoping in my brain. I was like, I misremember, and it's actually 50, and I'm almost there, and I get a nice upgrade. Nope.
The sword sings. The heart.
Pets are about to
counts.
die. I've yet to have pets die while I'm farming, but I can't imagine that would be fun. It's like, where'd my pets go? As the loot piles up, and you don't pay attention. Sounds like a disaster waiting to happen.
Splinter. Azure Dragon. Guard my blade. And split the heavens. Splinter.
Boop, boop. Almost time to rebuff.
Scatter.
Am I really the drop rate? Yeah, I'm 377. That's as much as I can have on this server. Man, it's crazy how unlucky I am with fragments right now. It's been a snail's pace. We've been 30 minutes and we've gotten 2. That's not a good rate.
Splinter. Scatter.
How much combat power do I have nowadays with this? I'm up to 89 million in my farming gear? Holy moly.
Dance.
We've powered up just a little bit. Though a lot of that is super inflated because of how much boss damage I have for my farm set, unfortunately. Yeah, we have so much, like, boss damage added to my farming set. That's why we're so high.
Splinter.
Meaningless. 230% from equipment. Just a bit. Wait, when is this infinite flame dying? How many more days do I have with this? 318. Okay, well. Makes sense. Makes sense.
Dance. The sword sings. The heart cuts. Splinter.
Oh. We're gonna get a legendary chest, or is it just gonna be unique? Unique it is. So far, so good with the chest. I look away, I look back, there's another chest on my screen. What is happening with this chest spawn rate right now? Game, are you alright?
Splinter.
I've been farming for less than 30 minutes, and I'm already up to 4 treasure chests.
Dance.
Something doesn't feel right with that drop rate.
Splinter.
And rebuff time. Can't wait for the update where it's going to be smart detection for the buffs.
Splinter.
My familiars are going to run out.
Splinter.
I have to buy some familiar juice for those guys, because, yeah, losing 100% drop rate, not really good. Not ideal. You know, losing the 50% because I'm not on the off the challenger world, that's fine. Losing 100%? Yeah, nope.
Scatter. Splinter. Scatter. Splinter.
Hey, rune of skill. Hey, a soul fragment. Complain and you shall receive.
Scatter.
Wait, did I already do my 30 for today on this character? I already did the 30 for today. Oh. Okay, well either way, we're gonna do another 30 when reset happens, so. We'll be at like 876 at that point. Leaving us with 30 to do over the course of the next few days.
Scatter.
Which will definitely just happen pretty easily, honestly.
Splinter. always run.
Yeah, I really need to... I need somebody to yap with or something. I need to keep my topics for when I'm grinding with this, because I really don't know what to talk about at this point. Yapped about everything, and grinding is just very boring stream content.
Dance.
And unfortunately, I really was hoping that the cube cell actually started at a reset, though. I'll never understand Nexon's ability to make weird times for all their resets. It just makes no sense to me. Glass marble moved, what?
Scatter. Scatter. You can always run.
Oh, this guy messed up with his glass marble. Dude, that is oof. Rough time right there.
Scatter.
At least he got to move it with it. Nexon support doing something useful for once? That's surprising.
Splinter.
Okay, okay. Can I click correctly here? Can we get back to what we want to set up here? One misclick led me to misclicking everything else and just quote minimizing everything I want to maximize. It's not what I want to do, world.
Splinter.
I guess I won't. No, I'm dumb. I won't need the energy because I'll have the energy from
The heart cuts.
when reset happens in 30 minutes.
Splinter.
Let's see. Do we do the check-in for this? Yes. Okay. I don't know why I really care about this anymore, because, like, what does this give me? 300 coins in the Challenger coin shop? Wow.
Splinter.
Whoop-de-doo.
Dance.
No reason not to do it, but, like, at the same time, I don't think it really matters.
Azure drowns. Drown your way. And splits the heavens. The sword sings. The heart cuts.
That is the guild at this point. Still alive quite a bit. 183 members is a lot more than I expected. Now the true question is, though, is how we looking on... We still ended up ranked 2, okay.
Dance.
Yeah, we're still miles ahead of the other guilds. But, oh, nowhere near Avungers.
Scatter.
do, do, do.
Scatter. Splinter. Scatter.
There is something soothing about hearing the little meso bags being picked up by your pets. Speaking of which, I looked away from this fragment count and we're up to 53. We're clawing back. We're making up for the drop right at the start of the first 30 minutes because
Dance.
we've made more in the, like, 11 minutes here than we did in the initial 30 minutes.
Scatter. Dance. Splinter.
It's gonna be weird taking the Challenger world out of my title soon. We're gonna be moving off soon. Is he on right now? Nope. Nobody's on.
Dance.
There are still parties.
Scatter. Splinter. Scatter.
Node stone, let's go. How many am I up to? Oh, okay, 2 node stones, Jesus. How many of those am I up to now on this character? Oops, wrong tab. 1,738. Ah, that's gonna be so nice when I get back to the main server to max out some nodes on some characters. At least giving my Corsair the ability to unlock its actual important node will be very nice.
Splinter. Scatter. Scatter.
Boop. Boop. Hey, we're due for another fragment game. I talked good about you. I need to talk shit about you so you get back to give me more fragments. Okay, game? That's how it works. Give me this. Give me the fragments.
Splinter. Splinter.
Yeah, because tomorrow we have to find out if we're doing the normal adversary tomorrow or not. Lucas said he'd get back to me with a message for that, so we'll see what's happening there. But they are planning on doing their normal callings, so hopefully that goes better for them, honestly. Could go worse, but we hope it doesn't. Cube sales happening. I'll be buying some cubes. We're gonna be doing the Kana with that. We have a bunch of meals that we can run while for extra mesos also on top of that, because I think I only have like 11 bill right now. I'm very poor. So hopefully with how much I have that we have enough to get everything in the legendary with like a decent potential in the Kana, because it definitely needs the help.
Dance.
The good news is when Billy comes back, oh, we have to do all our black mages. Oh my god, yeah, that's right. Okay, it's gonna be quite the action-packed day on Saturday and Monday. No, I don't want to do that.
Dance. Scatter. Splinter.
Okay,
Dance.
oh, pets are unhappy with me again.
The sword sings.
We feed them!
The heart cuts. Dance. Scatter. Scatter. Splinter.
Oh. We also have a rune. I do need to activate 2 of these boosters on one of these runes, so I guess this will be the one, because I'm actually thinking about it before I forget.
Scatter.
I'm good about using 1 rune on the Challenger World, not so good about using 2.
Dance.
What are you up to right now, Lucas? You doing bosses, or are you just grinding right now?
Splinter.
Just finished dishes? Ah. The RL dailies. Wasn't even touching Maple at the moment? I see.
The sword sings. The heart cuts.
6 more fragments till we get to 60. Should happen during this grind, but we'll see.
Our hearts are one. Blossom in full bloom. Scatter. Splinter. Scatter.
If I got a fragment every 2 minutes, that'd be 120 fragments per 2 hours. Okay, that'd be a lot of fragments. Kinda wish it was like that. That would be insane. Well, compared to our current rates, it would be insane. How long would that take to max out? Do we know how many fragments it takes? Like, what, 60k or 70k fragments total to max out? Wait, I think my little page tells me. It's 37k fragments right now, okay. But 38k pretty much. If we had 38k, divide that by 120, and that's 317 times realistically. And that was each 2-hour sessions. That would be 630 hours? That's still a lot of hours to cap out, even at that fragment rate of pure grinding. Be a lot better than what it currently is, though, so I think people would be happy with that change. Hopefully they do something soon to improve fragment drop rates. We'll have to see what they end up doing, though. At least this next patch, we got a lot of juicy stuff coming in it, so I'm pretty excited for that no matter what. I don't think they're going to add anything extra to this patch. And we'll have to see what happens with the Challenger World if Arrow actually comes out during it. They're kind of teasing at that. So, that'll be kind of cool. I don't know if I'd make it on the Challenger World. I'll probably just make it on the normal server and get it to 200, though. I don't even know what class I want to make on that Challenger World. Oh man, that's actually like decision paralysis, because it's like, what class do I make there? Do I just go for a good like 260 or 250 class essentially? That just feels like such a waste. Because, like, it's gonna turn into, like, a C10 essentially. I feel like I should make a class that I'd actually enjoy. But then, by then, it'll be, like, multiple months of working on all my other characters as, like, Legion champs. Let's go to the Grandest Library and look at all the classes in the game. Hero, Paladin, Dark Knight, no. Bishop, Archmage, either one of them, no. Dual Blade, Shadower, Night Lord. If I play Shadower, I'd probably just take my current Night Lord and swap that to a Shadower, honestly. Just for the legacy item. Pathfinder, no. Marksman, Bowmaster, never been interested in. I already have my Corsair, Cannoneer, and Buck, no. Thunderbreaker still breaks my hand, so I'm not going to play that, even though I love that class and its aesthetic. Dawn Warrior, Nightwalker. Dawn Warrior, maybe. I thought Dawn Warrior looked cool, so maybe I do make a Dawn Warrior. Okay, Dawn Warrior is in the maybe category. Mahal, Blaze Wizard. I think Blaze Wizard's getting buffed a lot. I don't know what actually changed with them. I'll have to check on that. Maybe a Blaze Wizard. Mercedes. I already have a 260 of that, so that's not really smart. Aaron, we already have that. Phantom, hell no. Luminous, no. Evan, no way. Shade, no way. Battle Mage, maybe. Blaster, no way. Mechanic, maybe. We're gonna have a Wild Hunter, Xenon, nope. Demon Slayer, Demon Avenger, nope. Maybe we already have Kaiser, can't stand. Cadena, Kane, Already have. Don't care about Kane. Kana Hayato, nope. Time to cube in 9 minutes? Are you sure about that? Did you look at the actual times for it? Because it says 9 a.m. March 14th for CET. Oh. Maybe it is actually at the reset time then. I looked at the wrong thing. That would explain a lot. They aren't stupid this time. It's actually going to be cubing tonight. I think. I don't know, I thought they hit us with another Black Friday deal time where they messed up the time, or put the time at a weird reset. And I was like, why? I was complaining about that earlier. But actually, it's just me looking at the wrong time zone stuff. One hour after reset? No? Yeah, you're right. I looked at it wrong. For some reason, my brain, when I read CET, which is Central Eastern Time, which is not EST or EDT, but I converted that time to EST, and I was like, this is stupid as all hell again. But I just had the wrong, I put the wrong time zone and looked at the wrong thing. It's all good. It's actually gonna happen tonight. Probably still just gonna end up cubing tomorrow though, because I'm gonna be finishing grinding at that point and my brain's gonna be checked off. Look, I used CET and converted that as EST, so I have no idea what time it was. You're the one whose time zones confuse you? Yes. Yes, they do. They confuse me also. Alright, let me see here. So it would have been 9... I hate this site that I'm using. What the fuck is this? Yeah, no. I think I was corrected. It said 5 a.m. actually. Oh, my XP disappeared.
Scatter.
Pretty sure it's at a weird time, yeah. Because right now I'm looking at this. Because 5 a.m. CET. I don't like the site I'm using. Okay, I need a better time zone converter.
Scatter.
Is this one better? That's the site I'm using is just absolutely abysmal right now. Okay, well this one just doesn't work for this. Let's see. Ah, this site might work what I want. CT. UTC. I wish that Maplestory would just, there's those like, wait, maybe the, I know what I can go check actually for this. 1 second, let me see. Where's the Maplestory Reddit, or Discord? Where did I put it? Why can't I, oh, it's right here. I was like, did I get kicked? No, they don't have the freaking... Oh my god, I thought they would put it in. I'm so sad. I guess they do have a timer in it right now. So UTC right now is 11:51, and it's 7:59 for me right now. Well, yeah, apparently this clock thing doesn't update quite correctly.
Splinter.
Cube sale is in 15 hours, 8 hours after reset. That was said at 1 p.m. in the Discord server. So it's 8 hours after reset. Yep. I thought it was. I was like, wait, did I do conversions that poorly? I was like, I thought I did it all right, and I thought it made sense in my mind. And I was like, but then I was like, oh fuck, I did mess it up, but then I didn't mess it up that badly because I was still kind of correct. I hate why they have. Why did this cube sale start at 5 in the morning? Why doesn't it start at reset time? Or an hour after reset time at worst. Hello, Nick. Welcome to the stream. Happy reset to everybody. Make sure to do your auto harvest restart. And if you're excited for the cube sale, well, do I have news for you? It doesn't start for another 8 hours. Why? Nobody really knows. But that's how it is. How you doing, Nick? What have you been up to? Alright, back to looking at classes that I could make for the next Challenger World to see what I want to make. Also, does anybody know how good Blaze Wizard is after the patch? I already have a Collie. Adele, maybe? Yeah, the cube sale starts at 5 a.m. my time also, essentially. AKA, way too late to care about it today. It is a tomorrow angle for my cubing. Makes me sad. Just opening cube tonight. No chance to make a whole young. Oh, Lara! Lara could be fun to mess around with, actually. See Estelle, Kinesis, 0. Maybe I just make an arrow too on the next Challenger World. To the people who decide to make these sales at like ungodly hours instead of just at reset time, why?
The sword sings.
I just cannot explain or understand the logic.
Scatter. Scatter.
Oh, it's a glowing cube. Oh, we'll save that for the main world. Claim that on the,
Splinter.
on our friend the Kana.
Scatter. Dance.
I have 7 more slime kills till I get the slime helm. Only counts in chaos mode. Huh.
Splinter.
I love how that says that in that quest line.
Splinter.
Boop, boop, boopity boop. We're almost on the grind to 50,000 mobs. Which also means my AB is gonna level up. Which will be pretty big.
Dance.
I don't know what I'm gonna use the rest of these stamp shop things on. I don't have enough things to buy in there. There's not enough random cosmetic sets.
Dance.
Think I'm muted? I shouldn't be muted. Is my little guy not? No, my little guy is working. I was not muted on my OBS. My OBS isn't muted. I'm talking. Is this not being heard right now? If so, that is very weird. Saw your avatar moving, but no sound. Weird. There are certain things that get picked up by my avatar that don't actually, I don't know what it is. The program sometimes just picks up a sound that even if it's quiet. So I don't know exactly what that is. So sometimes my guy opens his mouth and I'm like, I'm not actually speaking right now, so. What are you listening to, my little guy? Okay, I was gonna check something here. Oh, yes, this.
Splinter.
You got any plans for cubing, Nick? No, it's not like you'll be able to do it today until you'll be doing it tomorrow, but you got any plans or any goals you want to get? I want to get my Icona to full legendaries, ideally. Get some decent potentials on it to help it out, because it definitely needs all the help it can get. Maybe some cubes on your run? Okay. Yeah, it's really out of nowhere that we got this cube event, so nobody's really, like, super prepped for it, unless you were prepping in advance just for the cube sale, and you're like, alright, well, I guess it's earlier this time. Because most people just zeroed out on Shining Star Force. I just hope this is a precedent for things to come where they just make cube sales more often instead of it being this like massive wait time. Also, level up on the Hexa. Let's go. 15 on Wish and Ending. So we now put this to 15, and the next thing is to level up this skill to 14. Okay. We need a lot of fragments. Gotcha. Oh, the next upgrade's 100 fragments.
Splinter.
Another 45 minutes of this, and with that 45 minutes, we will be done the 50,000 kill quest. And then it's AFK time in the NLM duo. I don't like this thing. I don't like it. I don't like when you have to AFK like this long. I wish it would have been better to do dynamic rest or charge snack or whatever, any other option than long-term rest. Oh wait, don't I also have some time in, where is it? Luxana that I haven't used? Yeah, I have 30 minutes in Luxana that I haven't used, so I need to remember to use that. Who am I gonna put in Luxana then? Probably just put my AB in there, honestly. The AB's journey to 280 is, every event that gives passive XP goes to the AB right now. I do eventually want to grind on it just to get it some, it called? Some familiars on it. How many familiar cards have I made so far? Not that many. Still need a bunch. Okay.
Splinter. Splinter. The sword sings. The heart cuts.
Oh yeah, I should open my Arknights and do my dailies on that. Let's go. Another fragment. We're up to 2 already after using 60 out of 100. Let's get this Arknights open right now. Get those dailies started. You know, it takes like 5 minutes to do everything on my Arknights game nowadays.
Scatter. Splinter. Dance. Dance.
Oops. There you are. Arknight's open. Let's put that on this screen. Get that over here. Let's go, Wiggly Inflatable Arm Man. Delete my screen for me. How many approximately do I have left? 17 more of those. Okay. Surely that finishes off in 30 minutes.
Scatter. Scatter. Dance. Dance.
Efficiency ain't quite there with my summon placements here. Speaking of which, oh no, I did start it. Wow, I'm more on top of it than I thought, but I didn't start the dailies. Oh, mob spawned, didn't even realize it. It died. I heard the explosion sounds. It's the rune of contact. Boom, there we go. And now I activate this. And that's the final booster we're using. I thought my game crashed, not gonna lie. I was like, wow, that's a fitting way to lose a booster. Game crashes upon activation of it. Because everything did freeze up. I did lag earlier in the game though, like hardcore lagged. So, might be something going on. You never know.
Splinter. Scatter. Dance. Dance. You can always run.
Okay, 11 more seconds, and then we're back to normal procs, and then we finish those off, because that will put us, once we get those 15, we'll be missing... It's 76, 900, 24 procs.
Dance.
Which, that'll very easily happen over the course of just doing dailies. And with that, we will be done that event, for the rewards anyways. And we'll get the level up potion, and then that means my con is essentially 270 off that. Hello Ironfire, welcome to the stream, how you doing? Currently we are grinding to finish off the 50k mobs for the NLM Mall Duo thing. For the final time for this event.
Scatter.
Doing pretty well. Things have been going pretty well. You uninstalled Maple? It is what it is. It's a very niche game, and a lot of people do not, like... Once you get to a certain point in the game, some people there... Yeah. Some people enjoy how the Maplestory stuff is made, and other people are just like, eh, it's not that fun. It's very niche. What game have you been playing instead, then?
Azure Dragon.
That's what you're trying to find? You got any type of games you like? What type of game are you looking for? Single player MMO or multiplayer MMO shooter game. Or you're still at that step of even figuring out what type of game do I want to try. Have you ever played CRPGs?
Scatter.
So things like Baldur's Gate, Pathfinder games, Warhammer 40k, Rogue Trader, that type of stuff. You ever play any of those? Own music and zone out for hours? Well, CRPGs are definitely that type of game. But I don't know, do you like reading a lot of stuff? Or are you more of you like the voice acting?
sword sings. The heart cuts.
Can do both? Okay, well, I've got a couple options in CRPGs. So the obvious one is Baldur's Gate 3. No idea if you've played that one yet. But that is a very good game with a lot of hours you can sink into, multiple playthroughs, multiple options for every quest. So, Baldur's Gate 3, definitely recommend. It's fully voice acted, so the writing is not as rich as, say, the other games I'll recommend, but still pretty good. Let's see. Let me go through the Steam list here of my games. So, Pathfinder: Wrath of the Righteous is a pretty solid game. You could also play Kingmaker, but Kingmaker has some stuff that some people found annoying compared to the second game. The story isn't connected, so whether you play the first one or the second one, it doesn't really matter. There's a massive gap in time between the two storylines. The second one is more user-friendly. A lot of quality of life stuff came up in that version. So if you like a fantasy, like high fantasy world, Wrath of the Righteous is pretty good for that. It's very similar to Baldur's Gate in terms of like the type of world it's in. But Baldur's Gate's based on D&D, and this is based on Pathfinder, as it's named, for the settings. There's Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader. If you know what Warhammer is, it's... One second there, I had like a weird cough slash sneeze slash... No idea, but it was weird anyways. But Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader is based on Warhammer 40k. And that one's more like... Instead of being like the other ones where you're mostly going to be in melee and you know you have magic and like bows, it's the Warhammer 40k, so you got a bunch of guns. You don't really have like tanks and stuff like that, outside of very few specific instances. But the combat in there has a lot of like smaller mobs, so you're mowing through a lot of mobs. So it's a bit more action-packed than most CRPGs. It felt very good to play. I don't think all the DLCs have released for it, because there's 2 more DLCs releasing this year, or maybe one of them is released now and the second one's upcoming. So it's not fully completed yet, whereas the other games I've said are all completed and like nothing is being released for them. So that one may be not the best. What other CRPGs are like... Oh, there's Pillars of Eternity. Either Deadfire or the first one. The first one's kind of dated at this point, but still a very solid game. Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire is like... It's more up to date, it's more modern in ways. But all of those games are very solid CRPGs. Would recommend them to anybody who's interested in any CRPG and just like good RPG games in general. Games have I been playing recently? So I'm kind of an MMO fanatic, but of the games I've played recently, let's see. Let's look at the list here. So I played... I'm trying to think, like the last... Like I played Neo 3. Neo 3 was the last game that I played that wasn't an MMO, which we haven't finished yet, me and Billy, but he went on his trip, so he's going to be coming back and we'll be finishing that up soon. Probably within the coming weeks. Before Neo 3, I'd played a bunch of Monster Hunter, so I played Monster Hunter 3. I played Wu Chang Fallen Feathers. Played quite a few Souls games recently. Is what I'm looking at in the list. I'm like, yeah, Neo and Wu Chang. And then I've also been playing Lost Ark, Maplestory, World of Warcraft. Been playing a lot of MMOs. I was also playing Guild Wars 1 and 2 for a bit. So I've been playing quite a few MMOs. And then randomly in there's been some Dota and League. If we go further back, then I was playing Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader. I played Dragon's Dogma 2. Played Monster Hunter Wilds. There is some Warframe at some point also in there. Those have been the games I've been playing within the past like year or so.
Splinter.
I've definitely watched a lot of games be played. Like, I watched the entirety of the new Resident Evil that people played through it. But myself, I have not personally played it. A lot of it looks like a really good game. But it's also a Resident Evil game, so unless you're like into that, not a game for everybody. Used to be a League player, but I haven't played in months at this point. Yeah, I had a pretty long break from League. But then I also just played Dota in the meantime, so it was like, I didn't really quit MOBAs, I just didn't play League specifically. Actually, I haven't played Dota in a bit. It's actually uninstalled right now. Which is rare, usually that's always installed. Just haven't had a reason to play it. Reminds me, has there been anything interesting? You could duo hard lucid. Nice, Starry. So you're pretty like set to do your Genesis mission then. If you're confident that you can duo it.
Splinter.
In a duo, I'm sure that you can do it for the Genesis mission pretty easily at that point. One day, Starry, you'll be able to solo all these bosses. One day.
Scatter. The sword sings. The heart cuts. Scatter. Scatter.
Worst decision in your life to play Overwatch? I played Overwatch when it first released and when people weren't super tryhards, like... The thing I hate about those hero shooters is you'll play a normal match. Like, it's not ranked, it's just a normal. And, like, you pick, like, Widowmaker or something. You pick something that's not, like... You know, you're just playing to have fun, and then people start bitching at you. It's like, we're in a normal, my man. Go play ranked if you're gonna be pissed about this. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. I understand caring about ranked and being a bit more serious in ranked, but if you're in a normal, It's the same thing for Dota. It's the same thing for League. Like, any game you play, if you're in a normal where it's not super serious mode, why are you getting pissed at people if they play something that's not, like, the optimal strategy? They're playing to have fun, guys.
Splinter. You can always run.
But I haven't played Overwatch in a long time. And also, the whole Overwatch thing is super weird. It's like, it was called Overwatch 2. Nothing changed. They removed a hero, actually. Now it's back to being Overwatch 1, and it's like back to 6 heroes per team, and it just like, I don't know what the fuck's going on in Overwatch, but I'm happy I don't play that game, because it sounds like a shit show.
Scatter.
How many hours do I have in Maplestory? 5,250 hours.
Dance.
That's on Steam alone. I did play a bit on the launcher for a bit, so it's higher than that.
My cutting edge.
Yeah, if I don't have fun in a game, I don't play the game.
Dance.
Like, that's just... I don't really get the people who continue playing a game when they're no longer having fun. I don't really get that myself. To each their own. I've met many WoW players who hated life while playing that game. Like, they just hated the game, but they continued to play it, which baffled me to no end. WoW players are the ones that I've seen that actually hated the game and continued play it. This is the only, like, I just didn't get it. And, like, I'll just never understand. Yeah, membership games can be hit or miss. Because a lot of them, if you just play the game and you can, like, you start making gold in the game, you can buy WoW tokens. And just, you pay the first time to buy the game, and then just, after that, you make gold. But it requires knowing the game and making gold. Which, as a new player, you're not going to be able to do that. You're going to have to learn the game first and stuff. And, like, most people would rather just pay. 1.1 bill to upgrade a symbol? Yep. Welcome to leveling up symbols to level 9, 10, and 11. Where you pay an insane amount of money to level them up. Just wait till 10 to 11. That one hurts. Yep.
Scatter.
Yep. But then you're done. The thing is about Maplestory, right, Ironfire, is that you just gotta take it at your own pace. Right? Like, most of the gains in the game come from your dailies for a lot of things. Like, eventually you do need to grind once you hit high enough levels and, like, you're trying to get to certain points. Grinding becomes a necessity in some ways. But, like, there's a long road before you get to that point for a lot of people. The other thing is, you never lose progress, right? So if you just decide to play, and you're like, oh, I'm having fun right now, you play a bit, you stop having fun, you're like, well, maybe I'll come back later when another event happens.
Scatter.
Because there is going to be a hyper burn coming up in a few days. Well, next week. That if you make a Wild Hunter, you can get that character to level 260. So instead of leveling up one time, like, you know, right now when you're leveling up, you go from 200 to 201. With that hyper burn, you'll go from whatever level you are, plus 5, or plus 4. So it's like, you're leveling up 5 times per level. And it starts at level 30. Because I think you can just skip the story and start at level 30. So you go like 35, 40. Yeah, that's the thing. A lot of people only play when events happen. Also, my game is lagging to shit right now. This is cool. Yeah, just don't care about missing out on stuff, because there's always new stuff coming out. There's always... The events just get better as time goes. Alright, we're finally back in the game. That was a crazy lag spike. I don't know what's going on with the servers right now, but I am lagging mega hard randomly.
The sword sings. The heart cuts. Dance.
That's the other thing, right? Like, an event can be good, but if you're not feeling it, just don't do it.
Scatter.
Yeah, because we have the Wild Hunter remaster coming out, the One Punch Man crossover events happening. After that, there's also, like, there's some other stuff, but it won't be relevant to you. There's a lot of that stuff that's, like, the balance patch doesn't really affect you as a new player. You don't even have a character, really, yet, so it's like, you just gotta figure out what you actually want to play. What else was there in that preview? Let me go look at that. Because there's that, there's the Wild Hunter remaster, the balance patch, Nightmare Paradise doesn't affect you, the World Archive is just lore stuff. Yeah, the next patch isn't, like, super crazy by any means. For a lot of people, like, in terms of events.
You can always run.
And the One Punch stuff is all going to be mostly cosmetics, because the One Punch character doesn't even, like, get turned into another character. He gets deleted on his world after it's done. For sure, American can go to a baseball game stadium. Yeah, the June-July patch is going to be, like, massive. Because of the whole Challenger World stuff and that. So it'll be a really good time to, like, start in Maplestory. Because right now we're kind of in the nothing burger-like patches. Like, it's just kind of like smaller patches while we're building up to the big summer event. A lot of people usually take big breaks during this time period. If there's one thing that Americans do, that I will say that they're good at, is hyping the shit out of everything they do. Their basketball, their football, their freaking baseball, everything is like super hyped. And they're like, it's always big. Don't like American football? I don't really watch sports much. Most of the stuff I watch is YouTube videos, Twitch streams, and that's about all I watch, really. It sucks that they call football soccer because every once in a while it confuses people. That's Americans for you. Though technically Canada is also stuck with that. But Canada doesn't really talk about soccer as we call it. Or football as the rest of the world calls it. Because we're mostly about hockey. I've never been a big sports person, so I'm not the best person to ask about, like... Is that why I play Maplestory? Because it has maple in it? No. It has nothing to do with that. But, good job with the low-hanging fruit joke. You got me. But yeah, I've never been a big sports person myself. A lot of people really enjoy hockey, though. Hockey was always big when I was in high school and school. Unfortunately for me, when I was younger, I had flat feet, which I didn't realize that was a thing. That, you know, your feet are supposed to have arches. Yeah, mine were completely flat for most of my life, till I learned when I went to a foot doctor that it was like, oh yeah, that's not normal. And then I got help to fix that, so now I have arches. Because when you wear a running shoe that has arches and your foot is flat, that is insanely painful to run in.
Splinter.
So yeah, sports were never really my thing, due to that factor. Because the only type of shoe I enjoyed wearing was skateboarding shoes, and I didn't really like skateboarding, so didn't really use them for their intended purpose. And running in those shoes, not exactly meant for running. They were more comfortable for me, but it was not a good running time. Like I said, I don't really watch sports at all, so I don't even know when when the hockey season is. I don't know any of that stuff. Honestly, I watched more racing stuff. Like I'd watch F1 and rally and stuff like that. That's what I mostly watched when I did watch like what would be considered sports. But even then, nowadays, I just watch the highlights for that type of stuff.
You can always run.
Don't really actually actively watch any of the races or anything like that. Don't know much about it, but rally is sick. I feel like that's like 90% of the population. Doesn't really... They see somebody do rally and they're like, that looks cool. I don't know what's going on, but it looks cool. Because rally drivers are insane. There's no better way to put it. Those guys do stuff that, like, yeah, you're on the like that little thread between life and death. Yeah, they're on the edge every time when they're doing rally. There's one mistake, you're going off a cliff or you're going on into a tree, guys. It's not a pretty time. Cars are safe, but, you know, if you hit a tree hard enough or you go off a cliff hard enough, it's still going to be very dangerous. Though even the rally drivers aren't as insane as the people who do the sports bikes around the Isle of Man. I'm going to link you guys a video. And, yeah, those people definitely have some screws loose because it's the deadliest race in the world for a reason. So there's this and this. I'm sure both of these will... Oh, that is not... Oh. That is not the copy-paste I was supposed to have. As you can see, that was the copy-paste from me doing one of the type things that you have to do. But there's the video for the fastest lap ever of this island. And then these are just some highlights. These people have many, many, many screws loose to be able to do what they're doing. Because this is the deadliest race in the world. People die at it almost every year that the race is hosted. They go in knowing that people die, and they continue to do it. They are not afraid. Well, they're probably afraid, but they, you know, they're willing to take the risk to do the race. Which is crazy. I'd shit myself, not gonna lie. Yeah, I mean, most people would not be able to do, like, I just, nope, no chance.
The sword sings, the heart cuts.
Apparently, there's been 2 years now, 2024 and 2025, there's been no deaths. Which is surprising, but I'm happy that, you know, either people are getting better and not dying in the race, or, you know, it's just been a couple good years. Because, yeah.
Dance.
Definitely one of the scariest races in the world, and probably the most dangerous thing you could try doing as a motorbike racer.
Scatter.
But there must be one hell of a thrill if you're doing that. Like, going that fast on those bikes must be one hell of a thrill. Because, like, that's unreal speeds to be going.
Dance. Splinter.
Alright, we are going to be done the 50,000 mobs. We will be done with my 2 hours of grinding that I need to do to get these 50,000 mobs. And we're going to be timing out perfectly at like 9 o'clock almost. Everything's coming up pretty good, honestly. Oh, I should also do the check-in before I forget about this, because I may as well. No reason not to.
Splinter. Dance. You can always run. Scatter. Splinter. Splinter.
Oh, it's actually perfect time. I'm running out of water also.
Scatter.
Okay, how many mobs are... Oh, did I finish it? I finished the 50k.
Scatter.
Have we completed it? We've done it! We did the 50k. Hey, a treasure chest right at the end. Why not? Sure. And it is gonna be unique? Maybe legendary? Legendary treasure chest. Let's go. Big XP gains for just getting a lucky drop, essentially. Alright, well, I don't really care to finish off these last 30 seconds. But yeah, that's going to be the end of the stream for today, guys. We will be coming back tomorrow, some more Maplestory as always. We are going to be doing some cube sale, we're going to be doing dailies, we're going to be doing some bossing. I was going to boss today, but instead I just did the grinding so I could get that done. Hopefully my game doesn't DC me a million times while I try to AFK this 12 hours and then upgrade and do another 24 hours. This event sucks, I don't like this, but I did the grind, I did it all. We're almost free. But yeah, that's going to be it for today. No big ending spiel today. I'm just going to be signing off. As always, I hope you guys have better RNG than you do. Or, better RNG than me. And may you have a good rest of your day, night, or evening, wherever you are. Bye-bye!